Hi everyone, welcome to Call Sign Charlie Models. Today we got an inbox review of a kit that I've been waiting for a very long time, and they just announced that they are reopening pre-orders for this kit along with another one starting today, June 1st. If you like this kit, I would highly recommend getting on the pre-order for it because they sell out quick, and this kit, their work is beautiful work. So to answer all of your questions on what kit are you talking about, I'm talking about the Jetmads 148 P2V-7 Neptune. So like I said, I was on the initial pre-order list when it first came out, and I think it took about maybe 6-7 months to get the kit, but I've taken a quick sneak peek at it, and all I can say is a gorgeous kit. And I'm going to go more into detail in this video on the what all's included in the kit. It is all 3D printed, so all the detail is amazing. There's fewer parts because they can combine all the other what would typically be 5 or 6 parts in a standard kit is now 1 part. So I'm going to get the camera turned around and we'll get right into it. Alright, so now we got the camera turned around, it's time to look at what's in the box. So starting off with the box artwork, it's beautiful artwork. It's a glossy finish on the box, and then around the sides, so this is kit number 400271. You got one option for VP69 right here. On the side is just another replica of the front or top box art, and then on the other side you have a Spanish P2 Neptune from I don't know what squadron, but it will say in the instructions in the paint call out. So get this box opened up. Tight fit on the box. Open it up. You have the instructions and decals, and then we'll get into all these parts here very shortly. All these goodies, everything is 3D printed, very well packaged, some nice foam inserts and all that. So we'll get into that here in a second. We'll go through the instructions and decals first, and then go through there. So starting off, got a couple parts that you have to cut off or remove for the windows. Let's zoom in. There we go. So starting step 1, start with the seat. Some 3D printed seat belts. Then up to the observer's deck. Attaching the seat from step 1 and some other electronics. Then you get a picture of how it's supposed to look at the end. Then you're connecting the observer's observer's deck to the flight deck and the nose gear well. And moving on, you slide it into the nose cone, and you add a couple extra odds or tidbits in here. So again, after each step, they have a picture of how it's supposed to look. Then you move on, you add the nose, little grating or basket for the forward observer. More windows. So you're going to want to get all this painted before you add these windows. And we start moving into the cockpit seats. So let's see, each seat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts, but that's 3 pieces for the seat belt. So, and then you have separate seat cushions. You got your control yokes, your dashboard, going into the window, or going on the front, and then you have the overhead panel on there, and then your rudder pedals. And so this is the canopy framing up here that you're attaching all this to, and then you attach it to the clear part. So that will make painting a lot easier. Then you're closing up the cockpit to the nose and adding the seats into the cockpit and the center control panel, and then closing that up. Then you start working on the center of the fuselage, adding windows, radar, or a dome, the wing boxes, and the bomb bay going next. And then for the sonar, you're gonna have to add 180 grams of weight to this on top of the 60 grams that go in the nose section. So that's 240 grams of nose weight that you're gonna have to add to that, which is, that's a lot of weight for a model kit. So again, continuing on with adding in, did a little cutaway to see how it looks when you have the wing struts in. Adding more fairings. Then you get to the tail section, adding in the tail, the rudder, the mad boom or magnetic anomaly detector. Can sense anomalies in the magnetic field from the Earth. So if there's a submarine going by anywhere near, that's going to disrupt the magnetic flow, and that equipment will pick it up. So then you have your wing pylons, and then your engines and your engine cowls going into the inner wing, attaching those. Then your rockets and your jet engine that goes on the outside. And just a repeat of these, but on the other side. Again, more details for the landing gear bays on steps 31 through 35. Then on 36, we start to sandwich everything that we've worked on together, so it starts looking like an airplane at that point. Then we're adding in the nose doors. It looks like they have the option of doing open or closed, so you can do it in flight or on the ground. Adding parts for the windows and the propeller. More windows, propeller, lumps and bumps. Then adding in the bomb bay. You can have it open or closed. With how beautiful the detail is in there, I don't know why you'd want to close it up. Just put a mirror on the bottom of it so you can see. I'm gonna probably, after looking at it, we'll see if it needs to be wiring or torpedoes. I don't think torpedoes came in this kit. That would probably be the only aftermarket that you would need for this kit. So then you have your flaps. You have the option of having your flaps up or down. Some antennas added, and then you have your final look. So you're gonna have to add some antenna wire here. I'm going to use the Easy Line for my antenna wire. Side profile and kind of a back profile, and then we get into the paint schemes, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different options for schemes. I think that is by far the most options I've ever seen. Even from aftermarket decals, I don't think I've seen 17 options for paint schemes with a kit. So first you got a VP11 paint scheme. right here. Then the one that's on the, so the VP11 is on the top of the box, and then the VP 69 is the one that's on the side. That's probably the one that I will be doing. It's between VP 11 and VP 69 for me. Then you have VP 65 up next. Then we start going into, and then VP 1. I don't know. I do like the Screaming Eagles though, so we'll see. Maybe the VP 1 will be done. Let's see. Then we move into the foreign birds. So we have the Australian P2. And we move in. There's another Australian one, you know, and then we have a Canadian one, another Canadian, a German option, another German option. I think this is Spanish, not 100% sure. Again, another Spanish and another Spanish, using the glossy sea blue for all these. Another Spanish. If these aren't Spanish, let me know in the comments. Japanese, you have two options for Japanese, using the engine gray all around, and then engine gray and a white paint scheme as well. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm between the VP1 Screaming Eagles and the VP 69. I'll have to contemplate on it, and we will see. VP 69, it does have a nice little shark mouth on the engines. Right here on the jet engines, and then VP1, we'll see. I'll have a little bit to make my mind up. So we'll move on to the decals. You have 2 sheets of decals, 3 sheets of decals right here. It says decals to be cut out as close to the workout or work borders. I can't tell if they're cut separately. Yeah, they're cut separately. But yeah, they all look really nice, really thin. They're Japanese. Stars and bars look good. Moving on to the Kiwis. Again, same thing. All look good. I'm not seeing any spelling errors. Let's see if you can actually read the danger placard. If it's actually a word or if it's just gibberish. So, yep, they actually do have words on there. So if you grab your magnifier, you can read everything that's on there. Get more with the Japanese, or these are for your walkways. Yeah. I don't think this is a decal though. Or no, this is a solid piece. So all of these are cut separately. So there's almost just a carrier film around each decal, but these are just one solid decal sheet. So you're going to cut as of the decal, so that way you don't have a lot of other carrier film or part of another decal. And same with these. You have your white navy, your squadron, Screaming Eagles right there. You have your walkway or your red arrows. And again, this is one solid, so you're going to cut as close to the border as possible of the artwork. That out of the way. All right, now we get into the nitty-gritty. Just going to start removing pieces from each compartment. Like I said, it's all 3D printed. There are some 3D print lines in here, but just a quick, easy sand over everything, and it will go away real easy. It'll look real nice. Some scratch marks, and those, you can tell there's the printer connection points right here, but I mean, the panel lines look good. They look deep enough that they're going to take a wash real nice. Yeah. Then moving on to the forward observer's floor. Look at that cabling. That's amazing. And it's separated from the wall. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, it is separate from the wall. That's crazy. And for the nose wheel bay, again, the detail on here, just insane. Some nice raised rivet detail inside. To our next bag. Looks like we got maybe the rudder. Again, some 3D print lines, but I mean, like I said, just a quick swipe with a sander and that'll take care of them. They're not huge, and I'm being nitpicky here, but yeah, you're gonna want to go over them with a quick sander, a sanding stick, just to smoothen it out. Then you have this. Don't know what this. I think that's the closed nose gear door, and then the closed bomb bay door. That, the rivet detail on here is just. I was getting ready to complain about how rough it was, and then I took another look at it, and it is all the rivets on here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. That is just wow. Don't know what this piece is for. This might be the closed flap. Another closed flap. Yeah, it broke off the so it was supposed to be like this, because this is 42 and this is 41, so it's supposed to be up here like this. Again, I think it's the closed flap, so it's not really it's a piece that I won't be using. Uh-oh. I think I got some breakage. Oh yeah, I got breakage. I got a lot of breakage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Jetmads on this because they're gonna have to send me something new because this is bad. This shattered on me. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, that is not good. I got more pieces embedded right here. Wow. Let's zoom out. All the carnage. All the carnage. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to contact Jetmads because getting all this to get back together is doable, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the detail, overlooking the fact about the breakage, all right? Accidents happen. I don't know how, because the packing and everything is just amazing, so I don't know how that happened. Maybe somebody in the shipping department dropped it and it broke. So we'll see if anything else is broken in this kit before I go raise some alarms. But again, all raised rivet detail on here. Luckily the brakes are pretty clean, so I mean it shouldn't be too hard to fix. I mean, just get some super glue in there and just go piece by piece. See how it works. But yeah, so we got all those pieces. We're gonna have to fix that. I'll take some pictures and email Jetmads and see what they want to do about it. But yeah, that's crazy. On to the Mad Boom. So again, flat and flush. You got a little bit of raised rivet detail right along here. Zoom back in. So yeah, looks like it's pretty. That will go into here. Let's clean this up. That slots in right like that. Just like so. Got a little bit of a gap to deal with, but not too bad. That's all done. Some Mr. Surfacer in there and just wipe it off. It'll be golden. Okay, moving on to the next. These are your down flaps. Be careful because these are so thin, but the detail on them, the ribbing on them is amazing. The other side looks great too. Just some standard wing fence or the wing connection points. Look solid. These look like the outer ailerons here. And we have the Bombay doors coming up next. And look at that. That is just amazing. And then all the raised rivet detail on here is so fine. But maybe if I... And this video is just not going to do it justice, honestly. Now moving into the engines. Engines are all one piece. You don't have to connect anything to them. And the cooling vanes, the spark plug cables, all that, they're already printed on. Just see if it will focus anymore. Oh, that's as much as I can zoom in, but yeah, the engine detail is amazing as well. The front dome is all one piece. Just gotta sand down the connection, the 3D print supports right here and here, all that. Then a quick, gotta be careful when you're sanding down though, because they have all these raised rivets that are really small, so they will go away real fast. So yeah, just be very careful when you're sanding down all that. Then even some detail. So I'm guessing this is where the front of the bomb bay, if you have it open up, you're going to be able to see this portion right here too. Onto the wheels. That tread, I mean, tread looks really good. Goodyear tires. You can read Goodyear and the symbol on it. And just on the reverse side. These are your jets. Look pretty good. A couple more bags. Looks like another piece broke off. Yep, here it is. Again, quick fix, easy fix. Just boom, right there, done with some super glue. But look at the cabling on here. And then the curtain for the cockpit. Move that aside because I'm going to have to get that piece fixed. I think I'm going to be a modeler on this building. I'm just going to fix all that instead of having to wait for a new piece. I'll let them know that they do break or that has been an issue or might be an issue, but yeah, I'm going to be a modeler and fix that, take care of it. And, you know, when it's all said and done and you can't see any of it, just makes the end process or the end project that much better. Little package scuffling around, little scratches, but that just looks really good. And again, all the fine raised rivets and the panel lines. This looks like the ribbing for the flaps. It will go on top of the flaps. just crazy. Moving on to the back edge of the jet engines. Yep, they come right in. Again, a little bit of Mr. Surfacer to help with that seam, but I mean, that looks really good. We have one of the horizontal stabilizers right here, or no, this might be the wingtip. Yeah, this is a wingtip. Because the end booms are going to be sitting out here on this. Got a big beefy connection point for to go on the wing. Nice little hole for a light. So we'll find out if there's a clear part that goes with that. And then the back side where your ailerons are going to go. And, well, you're going to have to cut out these pieces right here anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. So that piece is cut out. I think with a little polish going down, these are going to look really good. Maybe a couple bubbles or something on the back end, but again, it's going to take a little work. This is the bomb bay. Really nice detail. I mean, really, that's going to look awesome when you get a wash in there. All the cables. Like I was saying earlier, I was talking about possibly having to add some wiring, but nope, not gonna have to. That's all included in here. I mean, that's just amazing. The one thing is that there's no connection points for bomb racks or torpedo racks. It's the only negative thing I have so far, minus the breakage of the one piece. And then this is the framing for the canopy. Again, really nice. Then, where did I put it? It's just gonna go right into slide it right into there. Boom. That's how it's gonna look. We'll do some more. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some more, like when we do it, get it real fine and fitting right. I mean, that looks, when you're looking through it, that's gonna look really good. So get that back out, take care of that later. The center fuselage, some raised vents, recessed panel lines. Gonna have to cut out this piece right here, here, and here. Again, the 3D printing lines, again with a quick sander, just knock that out real quick, get it nice and smooth, and same on the other side. The supports you're gonna have to sand down in here to make sure that everything fits right. Start with the inboard wing. Again, the beginning of the engine cowl right here, some raised rivets, and then some recessed, same with the farther back on the wings, some recessed rivets, panel lines, got some foam that stuck to it, and the support for the wings right here. Then moving on to the detail part. So this landing gear bay, just look at all that detail. That's just It's crazy. You're definitely gonna have to put a mirror under this to show it off, because otherwise just wasting all of this fine detail on the flaps. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. You can kind of see it. 3D supports are in the way, but again, raised rivets right in here on this hump, looking really good. And then for the landing gear, don't know if this is this looks like it's going to be for the tail landing gear. Again, you got cabling going down, the wheel hub, all really nice detail. Some small clear parts. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, just because I don't want a chance breaking those off, because clear parts, they break off. Good luck finding them. Parts, again, 3D cast. These are for the windows that go on the sides. Again, clear, and if you put a polish on them, take a little time, they'll come out looking great. Another set of clear parts. These are the observer windows. These are your rockets, if you want to put those on the wings. I probably won't, but look good. The fins are really thin. These are your, let's see, yeah, these are your wingtip pylons, or I don't know what these are called on the wingtips, but let's see. Yep, I think it goes like this. Yep, they'll sit out here like this. Put on the right one on the right side, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's not. Maybe this isn't the wing. Maybe this is the rudder or the vertical stabilizer. We'll find out here in a little bit. These are for the closed landing gear doors, which, like I said, will not be using. Don't know what this piece is for. We'll find out. These are your engine cowls and your propellers. Again, super nice detail. The cowl flaps here, the exhaust are all right in here. I mean, that is super nice. Super nice. You can propellers. Okay, this is the outer wing right here. So this was the this other piece I thought was the outer wing is just the vertical stabilizer. So this right here is the main wing, and you're gonna add a little bit of all the detail onto here to add to the flaps. These are for, this is the pylon for the jet engine, and then your rockets will go here. So I don't know if they got those little slots there. I'm either gonna fill them or I'm gonna put the rockets on. We'll see, but let's see how the edge pylons fit in here. I mean, that's perfect fit. Where am I? There we are. That's a perfect fit for that. Again. Let's see how the fit is for okay, yeah. Goes right into here, just like so. I'm sure a little bit of, there needs to be some sanding because I got some connection points all in here and here, but yeah, we'll get that fixed and we'll get it nice and flush, looking good. But moving on, these are more rudders, and these are your rear horizontal stabilizer elevators. This looks like the rudder or the outer wing. Yeah. Then we have the other wing. Same thing, same detail. It's got landing gear doors. They all look really nice. They're nice and numbered, so if you have questions on what you're looking for, it's easy to find what number you're looking for. And hopefully on the instructions there, you're working your way out to in, because if there's a piece in the middle, you don't want to have to cut off something and have it standing by just to get lost. That's it for that one. And then this one, probably going to be all the fine detail bits for the cockpit. There we go, got it out. This is a double-decker piece. Well, that's cool. So they have it set up so you have this little key, and you put it in here like so, and it will go into here, so you have your two screws on top of each other, and you just remove the screw and you can remove, or the little key, and you can remove this print block right here. But here's all your small parts. I mean, that just looks insane. So yeah. So that's everything. Part 1 for the P2 Neptune build. I think I'm going to get started on this immediately. I'm going to first see if I can fix that broken section. I'm going to take some pictures of it first, just in case I can't fix it. So I have some photo evidence to send to Jetmads if I can't fix it. But I'm going to try to fix it first and see what I can do. So I'll have this build going on, and we'll do some videos of when I'm building, and then I'll have the other build that I'm going to be doing is the C-band, and that one I'll probably be doing when I go to our club workshops. So when I'm doing videos for that, it'll be kind of like how the P2V-7 build was, where it's just once I get to certain points of the build, I'll do a quick video on that. But I hope you enjoyed. Keep coming back for more content on the P2 Neptune. If you're interested in ordering this, go to Jetmads. I'll add the link to it in the description. And until next time, stay frosty. Have a good night.